Hello, listener. Today is very exciting, and I'll tell you why, but I won't tell you right now. First things first, this is Nick Coffey, your intrepid Ministerium Miskatonic radio host. Today's show is brought to you, in part, by the Ogden Audiovisual Club. Now, you might be wondering, what's got me so riled up, so jazzed, so full of verve? Listener, you need to know. What's got me so amped up is this latest contribution. I think it might well be the start of a puzzle. But I really don't know. Let me know what you think, listener. To whom it may concern, on this day, February 30th, 1992, we entered a cataclysm. I am writing this from my pager, which no longer works as it should. I receive odd incoming calls. When I get to the nearest phone and try to return the call, I'm met with what sounds like the howling depths of hell, combined with the giant echoing void of space. I think I might be deaf now, but I'm not sure. Everything feels weird since the cataclysm. We were told to keep it silent. We were told never to utter a word about it. But that's not how people work, or is it? Maybe that's how some people work, taking solace in the obdurate and dark future that cannot acknowledge the past. What are we without our past? We are like trees without roots, buildings without foundations, people without stories. Can we exist without stories? This is what the quarantine on words has done. It has nipped all of our stories, great old oaks, and reduced them to buds, uprooted and scrambling in our slow, plant-like way to finger our roots into the soil, to gain some small purchase, to anchor ourselves again. Our story begins with the cataclysm, 30th of February, 1992. The year began oddly, sort of a leap year, but more of a molasses year, according to most people. Time just began stretching. By the time we got to the end of February, it had stretched so much, the month wasn't ending. It didn't end. It stretched, then time changed. Know that we won't relinquish our roots. We will never let our stories go. Our pasts are as deeply embedded within us as our marrow in our bones. I write this with the hope that I can send my voice out, or at least my words, to some place where they can find safe harbor. At the rate we're going to hit the same time in infinity, in perpetuity. It will be February 30th, 1992, looped back over itself again. Like a ripple in taffy, as the machines pull it and twist it, a giant sugary slug on display at the state fair. We can all feel it, but we're trapped. We had to swallow today like a pill meant to behead tapeworms. We will always be here, today. Relish your temporal nature. Savor your past. Forever here, Jesus de la Puerta. Well, what do you think of that, listener? That was something. Definitely something. Let's just all take a moment to do what Jesus is asking, and relish the way that we are, and the way that time moves. Take a second to really savor the different pasts that have brought all of us to this very moment. Here, now. Sharing is the moment that rises and falls, and is born again. That was nice, wasn't it, listener? That was a special note, without a doubt. It came in a tinfoil envelope, and I was really excited about it. Turns out, sometimes it's okay to be excited about things. Sometimes things don't let you down. I'm not sure if that was the start of a puzzle, but it was still something. Our next contribution is from someone who has sent us a contribution before. Let's dive in. To whom it may concern, this is Mod Perkovic. You maybe recall my other the letter first I sent. I was very patient and pleasant, very much so. I hoped you would take it to heart, in your heart, but you did not. I can tell you did not. I see a lot of things, and this is a thing I saw. It was almost like a dream. Anyway, I wanted to tell you again to stop. This broadcast should stop immediately. Right away, right now. Stop. Stop it. You should know that I have informed the board. The board doesn't take kindly to these sorts of things. I told the board. They haven't written back yet, or called, or written. No, but they will. They will, and they will put a stop to this. Sincerely, Mod Perkovic. Mod, you old scamp. Well, you tell the board they're welcome anytime. I'll have tea and biscuits ready. Mint tea. We could all use the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties of mint, listener. Did you know that mint helps alleviate allergies? Unless you're allergic to mint, that is. You should forego the refreshing beverage of a freshly brewed mint tea if you suffer from a mint allergy. Ingest mint. Kill microbes. Bring the menthol cleansing to your inner particles. It makes brainworms happy. This might surprise you, listener, but mint is related to catnip. Does the fact that we like mints and that cats enjoy catnip make you uncomfortable? Does it make you want to claw things? Hunt small rodents? Chirp at birds? If so, you might want to rethink the origins of these urges. Mint does not make you do any of those things, and neither does catnip. It's okay. I wasn't sure when it first hit me either. Unit 42A, also known as the Golden Dragonborn, has reported that people with an affinity for mint are 83% more likely to be afflicted with lycanthropy. If you enjoy mint, you might be a werewolf. I have been asked personally to direct anyone who enjoys mint to report to the Big Noise for processing. The Golden Dragonborn have requested that I let the listening public know that lycanthropy can indeed be cured, but the process is very painful and often very fatal. The key to successful treatment is a complete abstinence from mint and an overabundance of hope. Focus on the future, forego the fleas. While I haven't been through treatment, I have been considering it, listener. I do enjoy a nice cup of mint tea. I wonder what the statistics are regarding people who enjoy the occasional cup of catnip tea. With that, listener, I'm off to set the kettle on the stove and prepare a nice hot cup of mint tea. This is Nick Coffee, reminding you to never step on snails. They might seem small now, but in the future they are kings, massive and indomitable. Thank you. Thank you for listening to another episode of Ministerium Radio. If you like this video, why don't you go ahead and click all the bells and the buttons down below this video to stay up to date on future videos. Also, remember to hit us up on the email in the description if you want to have your story read on the show. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening.